Hello friends, welcome back. This is Angular Developer Series and we are building e-commerce web application. This is episode 8. In this video we will be taking a look at how you can use the query parameters and pass the dynamic search results or search values to a different component. This will be an interesting video and very useful video. Without delay, come let's get started. Alright, let's take a look at the demo. If you go to shop, there is something called price, right? And I have ordered something called search. You type here something and click on the search button. You can see the search results has been shown in the top right. And you can also see it has navigated to a different component and have a question mark followed by a query equal to query string. Right, so we are passing some value from a different component to a different component. And you can utilize this search and actually call the backend API to customizedly call the API and get the filtered data. That is what we're going to do. Okay, so now let's go to shop component and I'm going to replace this I'm going to copy paste a piece of code. Basically this code is nothing but it just has an input. Okay, and in the previous video we saw ng model, which is a two-way binding, so I'm using the same thing, and I have a variable called search query, and also there's a button. Okay, so search query is just a variable and getting utilized in the same component. Okay, so this is of type string, and by default it will be like empty string, and we have a button, and on a click event it is basically calling a function. The function is nothing but on search submit. That's it, nothing else, no fancy stuff, right? Very simple. A function is being called when a click of a button is happening. Now what we are going to do is we are going to do something related to the query parameter. So first, for that we need to inject a router on the constructor. Okay, so router is a parameter, we are injecting it. After we injected that in the constructor, we'll use this router dot navigate, which means on click button we wanted to navigate to a different route. Here you specify in the bracket with a single quote saying /product/search. I wanted to navigate to this route in the product, and then I wanted to also pass a query parameter. So when the moment you say comma and then open this bracket, you can say something called query params. Okay, query params is the thing that you are passing. So here we are saying query colon the search query. Okay, so basically query params is the one that you can pass multiple parameters, and one of the parameter is the query, query. That's it. Okay, that's why in the URL you saw question mark query equal to followed by the data. Okay, so we have this information, and then we will use the same information in the product list, because product list in shop has the same look and feel in the left side, right? So that's why I copy pasted the same thing. I'm going to copy paste this also into this product list, so there's no other difference. I'm doing this only because both has the same layout. Ideally we can modify this, make it a little better also, but this is just for understanding purpose. Okay, so I'm using the same thing in both the component basically. And now let's say you passed it, right? Now how do you read it? You pass from one component to another component, you have to read it. So what we are going to do is we are saying we will inject another service like in the product list. Here we will inject something called activated route. Okay, router is to navigate, activated route is to read the parameters. If you remember how we read the product ID, and we will also inject something called stores the service just to give a nice UI on the top right. We're doing that. Okay, so two important things here. Activated route is important thing to read the information of the query, and then router is to navigate. Okay, so now here we will also implement the lifecycle hooks like on init, and I'm going to bring up that. See, it came. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to subscribe to the query param. So this dot route dot query params dot subscribe, which means any query parameter that is getting changed, I wanted to subscribe and wanted to get notified. Okay, so that is what this code is meaning. Okay, so I'm going to subscribe to this query params because I'm not reading any ID values, I'm reading the query params values. And then After I subscribe, I wanted to read that variable, right? In our case, the variable that we passed was Q, U, E, or Y. In your case, it could be any name. But so I'm trying to read that particular variable. If it is there, it will take and put it in search query. If not, it's going to be a empty string. Okay, and then I'm wanted to show that in the toaster so that we know what we received. That's why. Okay, so after this reading of information, I'm going to put this variable line into the toast information, so it will show nicely of what we received. All right, so this is what the line number 22 is all about. The important thing is to subscribe to the query params route. Okay, so we're done with this. Everything looks good. So both the component has the same piece of code. So now let's go here. Let's see what happens. I go to shop. I'm trying to type something. Let's say I'm typing mini search. You see the route changed, the toaster came. Now we are on the shop. See, remember this is on shop. From here you're navigating to product search. Because we implemented the same logic in product search, the UI is same. So I click on search. You can literally see what's going on in the URL. URL value changed. Because we re-navigated to this, you just flickered it. You cannot even see what's going on. It's super fast. So it came back to the same route. And then because we subscribe to this navigation of this parameter, like the query parameter we subscribed, right, on the on init, that's why it retrieved again the updated value and it showed. Now here's the task for you guys, right? The task is now pass this value into this product list component as an input, and there along with the price you use this also to filter the products. Okay, later you can call different API to filter it from the server side, but this is a task for you guys to practice it. If you're doing it from first, this will help you to build knowledge and have good hands-on in your experience. I'm not going to do this, but I'm going to leave this to you. So I was able to tell you how to do this query parameter stuff. We pass from one component to another component. So from this component you can pass to a different component, because this component is what will eventually have the product list component. So you can pass this as an input to that component and get it filtered. Okay, this is your task. It will be very nice if you can do it. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, like, share with your friends, and if you have any questions, to let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to help you, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more tech tutorials. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Happy coding!